Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me for another Master Lock Style Tai Chi and Qigong session. We're going to look at the Phoenix form today. This is actually the first Master Lock form that I learned, though it is maybe a little step up, maybe, from the 7 stars. So we might use the 7 stars once through just as a warm-up, and then we'll go into the Phoenix for the rest of the class. So I love that about the 7 stars, in that it can be used just as a mobilizing practice. And if you were short on time, even just doing the first 3 exercises, or even the first 2 exercises, work very nicely as a pretty thorough warm up. Well, depending on how much you do of them. So let's get on with that. If you'd like to come into your space, please. We have a little dog with us today. This is Foxy. Are you going out, Foxy? Okay, bye-bye. He might be back in. He's like my little shadow when I'm here. So let's take right hand in fist, please, and left hand straight. We'll pull back the thumb, bringing the feet together, bring the hands together, and we salute. Okay, little shadow, come on. Coming in. Oh, and open your stance, please. Excuse me while I put my phone, whoops, on airplane mode. There we go. So, yes, Foxy, say hello to everybody. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Foxy is our little long-term foster dog. He's a beauty. He's one-eyed and wobbly. Aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, so we open our stance, please, and lengthen up through the top of the head. Bring the chin down and back, and release and relax down through your body. Calming down. He barks a lot, folks, so if he starts barking, I'll hand him over to my mum. Yeah, so breathe and calm. Finding all 10 fingers, gently lengthen them down. And we begin with open door 5. Ready? We scoop and lift and guide in to center. Feel through to the back and lift and relax. Down, feeling up the back, over the shoulders to the fingertips, and release, relax down to the waist. Turn, take a deep breath and lift. And release and relax back down to center. Scoop around and lift and turn. Press forwards and up and scoop around, returning to waist. And massage for your kidneys. And press down and away. It's a good dog. And we rest level with the waist, calming, relaxing the shoulders. Breathe. Roll forwards and back, filling the small of the back, and release. Good. Now rolling around. Keep going. This is a really beautiful warm-up move. So it's actually mobilizing the whole spine. And let's change direction. Keep breathing. It's like a tennis match, isn't it, for the dog? Listen and feel into your body. Okay, so that's the lower body looked after. Let's bring the palms in and float up and expand. And now we're looking at the upper body. So just before we started the recording, I mentioned my neck was a bit stiff today. So actually this exercise impacts the neck. It helps to release and mobilize the neck in a very gentle, non-direct way, but it is definitely warming and soothing. Good, and let's change direction. Keep breathing. So as you can see, animals love Tai Chi. Dogs, cats, horses, donkeys, you name it. There's very few that don't go into a happy and relaxed state when you're doing Tai Chi around them. But do be careful not to fall over your animals. Once heard a family called their dog Trip Hazard. And yeah, Foxy is a little bit prone to tripping us up. I have to be very careful. Good. Okay, let's come back to center. Movement 3. We take a nice deep breath, gather as much energy as you can. In towards the forehead, point down the face and neck and open, and point down the body, turn. Hello, darling. Around the feet and up, around the waist, and cover center. Good. Checking posture, relaxing to center. And breathe. Good. And we're going to go again. Nice deep breath. Drawing in, down, open. So this is your lymphatic drainage sequence. He's found a toy, so sorry about the ripping noises. And cover center. Check posture and relax down into your belly. Just keeping the top of the head nice and light, chin down and back, breathing into your belly. Good, one more time, nice deep breath. Foxy, you're stealing the show. Breathing in and open, down. Relax to center. Just give yourself a moment to calm, to feel what's happening in your body. Sounds of a happy dog ripping a toy to shreds. Good, okay, so let's release and we go into our little stomach spleen exercise. Honestly, I think everyone should do this exercise every day a little bit. There's so many exercises in Tai Chi that are good for you in so many ways. They're holistically good for you. This one, very, very useful. If you remember, according to Chinese medicine, if there is an ailment in the body, it's likely to originate with an energetic imbalance in the spleen. So if we give the spleen exercises a little bit more attention, we can help to unpick even historic ailments can start to sort themselves out. Good, okay, so let's turn to the front left. So if I'm doing the same as you, here we are. I'll turn a little bit more, hopefully you can see. So we're going to roll the ball of light up the spine, gently mobilizing from the base of the spine all the way up. Keeping your good posture, keep the top of the head lengthening up, keep the chin slightly down and back. Take your time walking up your neck. And tiger. Turn the palms, come under the arm. Phoenix, right hand under. Foxy had to pick the noisy toy, I'm sorry. So, good, and over, and over, and in. And let's do the snake. So we turn the toes, turn the waist, the arms swing around, and push your hands away. So we want, if you turn to your left, your right hand comes forwards and up. Yes, that's it, left, down and back. Push the hands away, look over the shoulder, and release, and swap over. Good, and back to center. Cross the wrists, sit back, and stretch. So you're filling your back. Keep the arms and legs bent and stretch through them. Chin tucked, top of head lengthening up, and release. And let's do our 5 elements. So we step and step through. Excuse me, I'll just close that. Rock back, hug, square up. Step and step through. Block, step back and pierce. Block, step back and pierce. Cycle with a half step, stretch and step. Cycle with a half step, stretch and release. Turning, hard exercise, block up and push. Fire element, step, block, and feed it forwards. 3 times, block, feed it forwards. Turn to the front, earth element. Good, and come in. Movement 6 has the turn. So we step, scoop 1, 2, 3, 4, swing down, turn on the heel, step through, and open. When you came up, step back and swing, arms up, turn on the heel, step through, and open, and step through. Cross wrists. This is my dog being a good dog. Unfortunately, he's doing it right next to the microphone. So sorry. So cross and turn, cross and turn, cross and turn. Now you can just do that, or you can add the legs. So let's step and stepping back and turn. He's nearly finished killing his toy. Cross and turn, cross and turn. Good, let's add the steps. Back. And back to center. Take a breath. And close. Good, okay. So now we prepare for our 7 stars in rotations, walking around. We bring our heels together. We lengthen up. And the chin slightly down and back. And we lengthen those fingers down. Ready? We're going to scoop under, right hand under, left hand on top, turn the ball, push the heel out, left hand towards the center of the circle and release the front foot. Ready? 8 steps around. 1, 2, 3, halfway on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn. Sorry, I'm laughing at the dog. He's filling the room. And on the other side, left foot forward. Off you go. 1, 2, 3. Halfway. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Finish. Take a breath. Rest. Level with your waist for a moment. And point to the floor. Good job. And a heel tap. Excellent. Well done. Give yourself a break. Oh, Foxy. He has taken all the stuffing out of his toy. And he does a funny thing. He takes the squeaker out of his toy. Without squeaking it, he just takes it out, which is lucky for us, or I would have had to have got rid of him to the next room. So come and sit with me a moment, please, because we're going to do a wee bit of neck work. Oops, sorry. Yes, so some days, maybe like myself, honey, could you maybe choose a different toy? No, he's absolutely delighted with this toy. Okay, so yeah, some days you might just wake up and your neck hurts. Often it can be from tension if there's stuff going on, or it could just be that you've had a draft at night. But for whatever reason, it's very important to look after your neck. It's very important to look after your whole spine. It's very important to look after your whole body. But if you can, it's always an idea to address if there is any tension or stiffness in the neck, rather than just going straight to the medicine cabinet and going for painkillers or anti-inflammatories. I would always look to exercise first. Breathing exercises for relaxation and exercise to just gently mobilize, on top of warming the area as well. So you could use one of those things that you stick in the microwave, like the wheat pack things, or just a scarf. You could use deep heat if you wanted to, that kind of thing, or Tiger Balm. But let's do a little bit of exercise together on the neck before we go into the Phoenix. So I'd like you to sit or stand, doesn't matter, but lengthen up through the top of the head. And first of all, we're going to take a deep breath in and out. And again, deep breath in and out. Okay, now this time as you breathe in, lengthen through the top of the head. And as you breathe out, let your chin gently roll down towards your chest and feel the stretch in the neck. Keep breathing, relax your head. Deep breath in and out. Good. And again, deep breath. And with the next out breath, see if you can relax your head and neck a little bit more. See if it can go a wee bit further without forcing. Good. Now keep breathing and very gently shake your head from side to side as if you're saying no. Maybe about 1 centimeter in each direction, not very far. And as you breathe, as you do that, can you feel that the muscles at the back of the neck are sort of taking it in turns to have a little bit more of a stretch? Good. And now change it to nodding your head as if to say yes. Be very, very gentle. And again, keep breathing. Foxy destroyer of toys. Keep breathing. Good. And again, you'll notice the muscles having a little stretch. On your next in-breath, nice long in-breath, float the top of the head up. And relax down into your belly as you breathe out. Good. Now we're actually going to lift the chin on the next exercise. Now I don't want you to hinge your head all the way back, but rather focus on lifting your chin up. And you'll feel a nice stretch across the front of the throat, keeping your mouth closed, and only go as far as you can comfortably. If you know you have osteoarthritis or bone wasting issues in the neck, don't panic, you can still do it, but just go very gently, and you just want to feel a gentle stretch. You do not go all the way back, but just think of lifting the chin. Ready? To take a deep breath. And breathing out, lift the chin. Keep the mouth closed. Take a nice deep breath. And gently encourage your chin up a little bit further. Let your mouth fall open as you breathe in. Feel the muscles down the front of the neck relax. And breathing out, push your chin up. Well done. Float the top of the head up, bringing the chin down on the in-breath. And relax down. Now we're going to take a deep breath and turn the head to one side. Deep breath in, lengthen the top of the head up. Breathing out, turn your head to one side. Go as far as you can comfortably. Take a deep breath in. And relax a little bit further into the stretch on the out breath. Good. Now keep breathing. Again, we're going to start with the shaking the head as if to say no. Just playing with the borders of the stretch. Keep breathing. Good. And nodding your head as if to say yes. Good. And relax. Floating the head back to center on the in-breath. And relax down into your center, breathing out. Same on the other side. Ready? Ready? We lengthen up, breathing in. And turn to the other side, breathing out. Take a deep breath. And relax into the stretch a little bit more on the out breath. Going into the gentle shaking of the head as if to say no. Keep breathing. And nodding the head as if to say yes. I'll see if I can get a babysitter for Foxy next time. So nod the head. Feel the little muscles in the neck. Sliding the stretch up and down. Good. And release. Return to center, breathing in. And relax down into your belly. Good. Now we lengthen up through the top of the head. Lengthen. And this time it's like we're resting our head onto a pillow. So imagine a pillow on your shoulder. You're resting your head onto the pillow. And take a deep breath. And relaxing down into that stretch a little bit more. And again, we're going to shake the head as if to say no. Just feel the stretch. And nod the head as if to say yes. Can you feel those little muscles? The stretch is sliding up and down through the muscle groups. Good. And breathing in, float up. Lengthen the top of the head and out to the other side. Relax. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Breathing out. Deep breath in. and out. Letting go, shaking the head as if to say no. And nodding the head as if to say yes. Breathing and feeling into the stretch. Good, let's return to center, breathing in. And relax down into your center, breathing out. Beautiful. Well done. So that's a nice, thorough little exercise for head and neck. Very useful every day for general mobility, but especially if you have a sore neck, it just methodically works through the various muscles and gently gives them a bit of mobilization and stretch. Never force it. Of course, if there's ever a big problem, a physiotherapist, excellent, an Emmett therapist, great. Physical therapy can really help. Doctors, though they know their stuff, they tend to either give you painkillers or send you on to a physiotherapist. So I tend to just leave out the middleman. I do my exercises. I'm not normally does the trick. But if I was concerned, I would then go on to see a therapist. And often they can work wonders. They really can. Kinesiologists, fantastic. Physiotherapy, Emmett, craniosacral therapists. I mean, throw a dart and you're going to hit a therapist that will probably be able to help you. So nil desperandum, please do not just ignore if your muscles are hurting. But the first thing to do is, as I say, warm the area, soothe the area, and do a little bit of gentle mobilizing and see what you can do. There's the dog ripping apart the toy. And let's see the carnage. Yes. Excuse me while I... Poor little fluffy toy has been torn inside out. Okay, so folks, let us come into our space now and we will have a go through our Phoenix in Immortal. Sorry, I'm confusing the Phoenix in Graceful Clouds of Blessing. I was mixing up two names. Foxy, could you give it a rest? No. I only buy cheap toys, I've learned that, because the expensive ones they don't touch, but you buy a piece of rope and they're happy for hours. Okay, so would you like to see this form front view, mirrored, or just back view? Hands up for front view. No, okay, so we'll do the back view. I'm just wondering if I should actually get a babysitter for this wee man. No, I think we're okay. All right, so let's begin, please. So we lengthen up through the top of the head, the chin slightly down and back, and take a wee moment to calm and relax down. Lengthen all 10 fingers down. Calm down. And we begin the Phoenix form. Ready? We scoop. Right hand under, expand and step. Squash it down and expand, filling your back. So this, just like in the 7 stars, is the Phoenix. It's the opening of the Phoenix form. And we continue the kidney exercise. This time, throw the arms open and bring the left foot in. Look into the left palm and squeeze. For the liver exercise, we step and turn. Now for the heart, underneath the arm, along the arm, and forwards. Step back. Now we are onto the triple burner. Pierce and release and sit back. Turn, turn, we scoop. Lift, right hand in fist for immortal rides donkey. Flip the hands over and relax down to the belly button and down the legs. Open and pierce. Push the heel out and sit back, make a fist. Dragon chases phoenix and sit back. Swimming dragon, big S shape. And scoop. Feel up the back, over the top of the head as you turn the toes and down the front. Scoop around for phoenix greets the morning sun. Sit back as you press forwards and up. Left hand in fist, swallow down and open. Float up and step. 1, 2, 3. Step across, step to the side, and squash the ball down. Stepping back left, stepping back right. Turn, right hand over, left hand over, and separate. Swing. For phoenix couple, return home. And finish. Point to the floor. Close your eyes. Okay. You had to sit right in front of the microphone, didn't you? You're going to be kind to me if I take that toy off you? Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Good boy. Out you go. Good boy. Sorry. That's him being very good boy. He can sit and bark at me for half an hour if he wants something. Okay, let's do it again, folks. Phoenix, and this time we'll do it. There's a good boy. In silence. Hello. He's right back. Good boy. You've got green dental floss now. There we go. Come here. Okay, so if we come together, please. And yuck. And let's do it again. So this time we'll just flow through it and see how you get on. You lengthen up. That's a good boy. And relax down. Ready? And well done. How did you get on? You did very well. You were quiet. Good boy. Okay, so that was the phoenix on the first side. We've done it a couple of times. The question is, would you like to do it again on the first side? Or would you like to try it on the other side while it's still relatively fresh? It might be a good time. What do you think?
The other side, Jane?
Yeah. Should we give
Yeah.
it a go? Just for fun, you know.
Might not get there, but we'll go.
Yeah, don't worry. I might not get there either, especially with this wee trip hazard running around. But anyway, we'll give it a go. And the way to, sorry, yeah, he's wanting out now. The way to approach these things is with a sense of humor and fun and just see how you get on. I think we take Tai Chi too seriously. It's a tool for your health and development. Cheers. And as such, the best way to go about doing it is with joy, inquiry, and a sense of let's give it a go. And that's the best way because your energy blossoms. And if you make a mistake, you can have a laugh, as opposed to going, "Oh, I don't know what." No, nobody knows what they're doing. Okay, masters have a good idea what they're doing, but you should always have that sense of expedition rather than project. Okay, let's give it a go. Second side of the phoenix in graceful clouds of blessing. So we have our heels together. We lengthen up and relax down. And give yourself a moment in Wuji, and then before we actually move, try to think through the first couple of moves in your mind, and that will set the ball rolling. Sorry, I think my dog might start barking at me. We'll try. Ready? And we scoop. Left hand scoops under to begin now. Circle. I'm stuck, sorry. Let's go again. The dog distracted me. Let me see. Yeah. So as I say, think it through before you begin. So if you look, this is what's going to happen. We scoop, the left hand comes under, we expand and step right. Have a wee think with that for a moment, and I'm going to get this dog to safety so that we're not getting barked at. 1 second, you have a play with that. In fact, I'll pop it on pause for a second. Here we go. Good, so let's have a go. Second side, left hand scooping under. Ready? And left hand and fist. Turn the hands over. Ride the donkey. Right hand big circle. Square up, sit back. Scoop under and feel up the back, over the head. And close left. Brilliant. Well done. Even to attempt a mirrored form is no small undertaking. I think you did really well. Very good. You tried it and you did it, and you didn't panic, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So the beauty of having a recording is even if we just do it once, you can just dial it back, dial it back, dial it back, and do it as many times as you like. So do please play with that. So last week, I think we also looked at the Phoenix. This week, we've introduced the second side. I'd like you to keep playing with the Phoenix, please. But next week, it's my intention that we give a wee look to the Immortals Crossing the Sea form, because we haven't looked at it since before summer. And we want to keep it in our bodies, keep that rumbling as well, keep all of Master Lock's syllabus that we have covered, you know, keep it bubbling away. But do keep practicing, please. For health, I found, I learned the Phoenix first, as I say, and I would have used that as my go-to health form if I wasn't feeling well. Either physically or emotionally, it was my go-to. Though I'm a dyed-in-the-wool Chen practitioner, I love Chen, and it's also, I mean, Laojia just sends me. It's beautifully rhythmical and calming, and it does it all as well. All Tai Chi does it all. But I must say, I definitely have a soft spot in my heart for Master Lock's work. I find it is very, very useful. But when I learned the 7 stars, I found that actually I would go to the 7 stars for health maintenance even quicker than I would do the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a rounded form where I feel like 7 stars is more elemental. You know, it's looking at the health practice stripped of finesse. Well, not altogether, but it's just pure health practice, whereas the Phoenix is health practice and glorious choreography combined. So so I dip into both of them really, but the Immortals form I use for when I want to feel empowered and I want to shine, you know, that I want to give my system a feeling of victory. That's when I do the Immortals form. So they all have their qualities. They're all fantastic for health, but they'll talk to you if you talk to them. You know, it's like, what does my body want? Oh, today, 7 stars, you know, just building blocks. It's like chicken soup for the soul kind of thing. Phoenix is like having a hearty meal that just sorts you out. And Immortals is the dessert. It's just stunning. Good, so let's go down to the legs. Except, of course, Immortals also is good for you. Maybe dessert isn't. We go all the way down. and come up again. You know those desserts that they bring out with sparklers and, you know, it's all drama and, woo, look at that. That's what I think of when it comes to Immortals. It's a showstopper. It's very nice. Good. Shaking out, please. And let's do our Bai Bing Xiao. So we're going to flop the wrists and do a little bounce and let all your wobbly bits wobble. Breathe and relax. You can tap the ground with your heels, or if you prefer, have a little gel cushion. And you don't need to do it long. You can relax the arms down. You will feel actually quite tired after doing that exercise. That's okay. Breathe and feel into your body. Notice the tingling, the buzzing. Isn't that lovely? That's your energy expressing. Let's guide it back to center, hugging your elbows gently in. Breathing into your belly. And feel your energy is stronger. I just got a big gurgle. My tummy was going, I'm happy. And also, where's breakfast? Folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed your practice. I hope you enjoyed meeting Foxy. Sorry he was so noisy. I felt it would be more disruptive to try to move him. But yes, there's lots of ripping sounds there. And as I say, everything that you can't see in the sitting room is filled with the innards of a very well enjoyed toy. So there you go. Next time I'll get someone to babysit him while we're in session. Thank you. Let's take right hand in fist, left hand straight, and we press forwards. Well done. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, it's still recording, Elaine, if you want to say anything. While
right. No, that was really good, Jane. It was a bit strange doing it on the other side. I kept wanting to do it back to the right side. Yeah. It was good. Yeah. Thank you for doing it.
You're very welcome. That's the funny thing with flipping a form, because it's things you, as I say, sometimes some teachers encourage you to flip straight away as you learn something. And I actually like that, because it's making us work while we still have more plasticity. When we're learning, we're in a state of plasticity. So we can take on more. Whereas often I wouldn't address flipping a form until I was really quite sure of the form. But at that stage, as you say, you're already sort of set in your ways a little bit more, that you've assimilated the information. So it is quite difficult. We're less plastic. We're less able to go, okay, so if it's like this, then it should be like that. You know, it's more difficult. But either way, whether you're flipping it directly at the beginning, or if you're waiting until you know what you're doing, so then you can work it out and go, okay, so if it's like this, then it should be like that. Either way, it's good. But that is the nature. We tend to course correct to what we know. So I find it is a really useful technique to expand our minds and learn so much without actually learning any more from anyone else. It can become, and you know, it can become self-exploration. Though, as I say, not all teachers encourage us to mirror. It depends what style it is, and it depends what the purpose of the form is. So if, like what we were doing today, it was a health form, and Master Locke says, look, your meridians are symmetrical in your body, even though your organs aren't. So the Phoenix is designed to address your organs, and it is asymmetrical because your body is asymmetrical. So it is following the science of your your body. So, you know, the heart exercise is on the left and the liver exercise is on the right, and the lung exercise is on both sides because you have lungs on both sides. And, you know, if you have one of an organ, you do the movement once. If you have two of an organ, you do the movement twice. So it's all very beautifully sculpted. But because the meridians are symmetrical, even though the organs aren't, then it lends itself to doing it flip side, and that's excellent for balancing the brain as well as the body. And it's still doing its job. It's still bringing the system into balance. But as I say, it's not absolutely necessary, but it'll be another string to your bow. However, if you look at Chen style, for example, they do not encourage us to mirror the forms. We do silk reeling on both sides. So, for example, cloud hands, in the form, you only do it in one direction. But when we're doing silk reeling, which some of it is preparation for cloud hands, we do it in both directions. So that's when we address the mirroring. That's when we address that particular balance. But once we're in the form, they say, don't mirror, don't flip it. And I mentioned to Master Chen at one stage that I had a go at flipping Laojia, and he said, don't do that. I was like, oh, okay. So I stopped. It's like, once a master tells you don't do something, you don't do it. It's not a good idea. But there are others who have had the same idea of flipping for whatever reason, maybe even just teaching so that they're facing and doing sort of, you know, mirror imaging it. And the master says, no, don't do it. So there are reasons. They don't just say don't do it for no reason. One of the main reasons that was pointed out to me was, you know, punching, that we use explosive force in Chen style. And the right side is suited for that. It's the side of the liver. So liver likes a bit of tough love. Whereas the left side is the side of your heart. You don't want to be doing excessive, explosive work with your left side, because you could actually disrupt the rhythm of your heart. You know, it'd be like, you know,
Interesting.
that business. Yeah, so there's always good reason. The masters are there to guide the next generations into the practice and bring them to the best of health and bring the best practices out of them. So when they ask us to do something, it's for our own benefit. And when they ask us not to do something, it has good reason. So there you have two different schools with two different approaches. But then the master lock work is health, specifically health dominant Tai Chi. It's still Tai Chi because there's a martial aspect, but we're not looking to do explosive force in that way. So it's absolutely great to do mirroring. When we're told, I've never heard Master Locke saying to mirror the Immortals Crossing the Sea, though I have had a play with it and I find it difficult. He hasn't said specifically, yeah, now mirror it, do it on the other side. So I'm not expecting the group to do that. But from the point of view of the Phoenix, yes. And if you look at the 7 stars, it's already mirroring. We do everything on both sides anyway. So there would be no point to necessarily start it the other way. But he said you can start it one way one time, you can start it another way another time, mix it up, keep your mind flexible so that you're not just stuck in one way of doing things. So flexibility of mind is important in martial arts. You know, if somebody attacks you, you can't say, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not used to that attack. Can you attack me a different way? You have to be able to adapt and think on your feet and allow your body to respond without thinking. And we can only do that through flexibility in our training as well. Not that we're specifically aiming to apply it in fighting, but in general, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if we're being flexible in our mind and in our bodies, that will pay dividends in every way. Okay, thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Oh.
All the best. Thank you.